Good morning, South. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance with Ms. Caitlin Brophy and Ms. Mariah Musto.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll hear more from the Family and Consumer Science teachers later in the show. Good morning once again and welcome to Falcon Report for this Friday, the 19th of December, day 3. I'm Sasha Hicks.
And I'm Sudan Belnavis. Last Friday, the junior and senior class held another movie night, this time showing the Christmas movie classic, Home Alone. Beginning from 6:30, students filed into South Hall with blankets and snacks to share with their peers. While watching, students lined up to get free hot cocoa and pretzels from the concession stands, and then went back to see Kevin McAllister defend his home from the pesky burglars. By the end, everyone was relaxed after revisiting a nostalgic movie at the end of a long, study-filled week.
On Tuesday, South's talented upperclassmen ended off the winter concert season with an outstanding performance. The Senior High Orchestra, led by Miss Elizabeth Clampkin, began the evening by performing holiday-themed selections, Sleigh Ride, and It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, as well as classical ballet music with Swan Lake, Act 2, Number 20, and Starlight, an alternative pop-rock selection. Next to the stage was the Senior High Chorus, led by Miss Rita DeFano. The group began with their traditional Hallelujah chorus, joined by the orchestra and South alumni, and then moved into To Sit and Dream by Langston Hughes, a folk pop selection, Big Yellow Taxi, and The Spiritual City Called Heaven. Finally, Mr. Daniel Cregan directed the Senior High Band as they performed a medley of Danny Elfman's music, followed by an energetic, chaotic selection, This Is My Crazy Student Life. The group concluded the concert with the regal, uplifting Blaze the Trail and the very apt Snow Day celebration. All in all, the Senior High Winter Concert was another opportunity for South students to showcase their hard work and talent in the performing arts.
2 weeks ago, seniors from North and South Science Research Programs teamed up for an exciting field trip to the first in-person SAWA Senior Science Fair. Students traveled to the Merrick Golf Course where they presented their research at assigned stations, showcasing their poster boards to the 2 different judges. Overall, the experience left students motivated and excited for the competition's results, and rightfully so, as seniors Hamza Mohsin and David Jaramillo were recognized for their performance at the fair, receiving honorable mention and the judges' award respectively.
My project is on amicable numbers and the primes in the areas of mathematics and number theory.
It's an amazing opportunity to not only show off the hard work we've been putting in for years, months, and our time in the program, but it was also an amazing opportunity to meet other seniors and other students who are eager and have really cool projects.
I wonder what the family and consumer science classes have been up to recently.
I thought I saw some baked goods. Let's see if Aiden Ashby can tell us how they've been doing.
I'm noticing a lot of excitement coming from the kitchen this year. Can you tell us about how the family and consumer science classes bring students creativity and enthusiasm?
Well, overall, they're just really fun bunch of classes, and students get to unleash their inner powers that they might not be able to use in other classes. So maybe they're really great chefs, and they get to try that at home, or they get to spice up a dish the way they want to.
And what are some meals students recently made in the FACS classes?
So in international foods, we actually just worked on today, working on what is called Christmas crack. This is something that is done in London to help celebrate Christmas.
So some meals that we've made recently in food and nutrition and gourmet foods. For the holidays, we made pumpkin pie, apple turnovers. We've made bagels from scratch. We made the viral cottage cheese bagels, baked mac and cheese, tres leches cake. Pizza from scratch, the list goes on.
And finally, what real-life skills can students gain from taking FACS classes that can help them beyond high school?
Honestly, the list just keeps going on and on. From soft skills to your more specific lessons, no matter what, you're going to be interacting with food in your life. No matter what, you're going to be wearing clothes. And you understand a little bit when you actually go into the career later on.
Yeah, I mean, family and consumer sciences is the life skills subject. You are taking everything that you learn here. It is directly applicable to life. You're not going to learn anything that does not come up later in life.
For the Falcon Report, I'm in Ashby. Back to you in the studio.
When the Falcon Report returns, we'll talk much more about mock trials, mock trial. But first, a bird's eye view of the weekend snowfall. The Falcon Report will be right back.
Hey, funny running into you here. What am I doing in my axe? You know, just feeling a jolly Christmas spirit, being all happy in my home. You know what's not making me happy though? You seniors not buying your yearbooks yet. Come on, they're only 110 right now. After January 2nd, they're gonna be 130. Why waste extra money from your parents or your own wallet when you can just get the yearbooks right now? Come on, South, please, please, please.
Where'd she go? You can get me back Sunday, December 21st at Cultural Society's ice skating event.
Last Tuesday, the mock trial team conducted a mock trial. The prosecution mounted their case against Kelly Roberts for illegally exchanging oxycodone. Officer Flanagan recognized alleged buyer Parker Peterson and immediately pursued. Dr. Jordan Taylor seems to think Flanagan's subsequent warrantless search was justified.
To be fast-acting oxycodone.
Though the defense argued otherwise.
And you have testified many times for the Nevada County Sheriff's Department and the East Nevada Police Department?
Once she rested her case, Michael Peralta electrified the courtroom with his closing statement for the defense.
Rule. And while Map v. Ohio applies to evidence, in particular the pills and gravity knife, which the prosecution failed to demonstrate were Kelly's, this case law also extends to the product.
Vanessa Herrera wasn't about to let that slide, though.
One promise, that the evidence would show the defendant, Kelly Roberts, engaged in a drug transaction and knowingly placed young children in grave danger. Today, after every...
His Honor Vijay Singh, astonished by the whole club's performance, ruled in favor of the defense, then gave extensive feedback in preparation for the future competitions at the Nassau County Supreme Court.
Very confident, and you two had great chemistry.
South's English department recently hosted its annual Poetry Out Loud competition. Open now to all grades 7 through 12, the competition required that students select and memorize 2 poems, including entries like It Was Not Fate by William Moore and A Dream Within a Dream by Edgar Allan Poe. The young performers then flocked to room 215, reciting their works emphatically for the judges. All the competitors also had the chance to move on to the district-wide competition. Clearly, the event was an excellent opportunity for students to present their poetic poise.
Honestly, I've had enough of the snow. I want it to be warm again.
Nah, I want it to snow until March. Hopefully, Alicia Trischler can settle this debate. Alicia?
Thanks, guys. This weekend will be on the colder side, but nowhere near as cold as the start this week was, and right in the middle of Spirit Week, and also days before our spectacular winter break. Today, we have relatively warm and rainy weather conditions with temperatures reaching up to 55 degrees. Tomorrow brings more sunshine throughout the day, and temperatures take a sharp drop with highs near 40 degrees. On Sunday, conditions will remain nearly identical to Saturday, but temperatures will rise to 48 degrees. Overall, this weekend is mostly sunny and cool with one rainy day, keeping vibes alive days before winter break. Back to you in the studio.
After the Paul P. Grammatical Wrestling Tournament on Saturday, South took home medals just in time for the snowy weekends.
I guess you can say they really tapped out the competition. Get it?
Jackson Hunter can slam down all the information about the tournament.
Jackson?
Thanks, guys. You know what time it is? It's grammatical time. Last Saturday in the gym and in South Hall all day was Paul P. Grammatical Wrestling Tournament. After a beautiful cover of the national anthem and a background on why this tournament is held, the wrestlers were pumped and ready. In the 103 class, Alex Galou placed 4th place with 2 wins and 2 losses. Going down to the 132 weight class was Caleb Bautista, who took 5th, having 2 wins and 2 losses, showing the other schools in the bracket who's boss. In the 285th bracket, we had 2 winners. Placing one next to each other was senior Junior Roberts, who went 3-1 and had excellent time wrestling anyone who tried to pass him. He even won against 4th placer Nicholas, who went 2 for 2, going back to back, putting a match up every time he was on the mat too. Finally, the championship came around. We saw Alex Bajador, who placed 2nd place in the 110 weight class. He put in amazing, awesome work, and so did everyone else. Some of our wrestlers even got medals at the end. And that's sports.
That's all for the edition of the Falcon Report. For Sudan Bell Navis, I'm Sasha Higgs.
Have a great weekend, Sal. Drop the beat, Sasha. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly